Morning. Anyway, I've got this is a cryo mask. I'm going to do Cryotalk. Let's get it on. Eight and a half minutes, blemish repair. I need it. Because I am, sort of press this on your nose. I'm 58 and I'm 59 this year. Anyway, I'll get right into it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about influencers, other influencers, people that are on TikTok, YouTube, whatever. And you have the latest one, which I was looking at, just popped up from somewhere, is someone called Becky Jones. She has a following of over 1 million people, and I haven't really watched a huge amount of videos. You don't really need to, in all honesty, because you get the gist of things very quickly. Oh, there you go. Fully operational. Anyway, she gained a lot of traction when she posted a video of herself, and I'm guessing her daughter making hot chocolate in a slow cooker. Putting Becky aside, making hot chocolate in a slow cooker, I mean, what is that? I'm sure it came out tasting absolutely delicious, but there's quicker ways to do that. And I can only say this really because I do have a slow cooker. So she's just announced, Becky Jones has just announced that she's going to be coming off social media. And if you look through the comments on the videos that she makes and uploads to TikTok, if that is the case, then you could see why. There's a lot of comments that shame her because she's a larger lady. I mean, I am as well. I'm fat. She's fat, you know. So we're not all stick thin in society. Of course we aren't. Now, if reading between the lines of what she hasn't said, she did say, you know, I have to think about my health, my mental health. So I don't know if she meant her physical health or her mental, or just was then referred to her mental health, just meant that, or both. I don't know. Anyway, like I say, she's gained a large following, and no doubt she will be making a reasonable amount of money, and has made a reasonable amount of money. Well, she's definitely, because she's worked with brands as well, all sorts of things. So she will be making quite a bit of money out of all of that. The cynical part of me, because I've seen this before with people that are influencers. I mean, at the end of the day, I think you probably just get used to people. I mean, you know, she does a lot of eating videos. You don't see her eating, but you see what she's going to eat, and she does what I eat in a day. And I'm going to say that, well, any normal person, just anyone's really going to look at that and think that is an absolute huge amount of food. You'd have to probably just go over to her channel, and it's just Becky Jones. You'll find her. She's got over 1 million followers, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Now, the cynical part of me is because I've seen this happen before. I've noticed it before with other influencers, where they've just sort of effectively dropped off the map, I suppose. And they're back, you know, a week or a month. In the case of Nicocado Avocado, he went off-piste, I think, for maybe about a year, something like that. And then he popped up again because he, you know, said that, well, whatever, we'll talk about him another day. But Becky posts videos of what I ate in a day. She posts videos of what she's going to have for her dinner, or tea, as they call it in some parts of the country. Just, you know, slow cooker meals. if she goes out for a walk somewhere. It's everyday stuff. I think she used to do stuff. I haven't looked at, honestly, that many of her videos, but from what I can gather, she used to do, like, going into B&M, places like B&M Home Bargains, getting shopping hauls from there and the like. I'm just checking because I got... What I do with this is I do 2 routines. There's better aging and blemish repair. I mean, I trained and worked as a psychiatric nurse, and I did that for quite a long time, over 20 years. I don't do that anymore. I'm retired. As part of my job, you get called... I mean, I've been called, well, everything, you know. And certainly, you know, I mean, right from when I started my nurse training when I was 18, you know, so I was about a size 14, 16, round about then. And I used to get, you know, from time to time, I'd get called names and things like that. And I think it hurt to start off with, but honestly, not now. I don't care. I really don't care. Call me what you like. I'm not... And you could even write it down on a piece of paper and show it to me, because, I mean, ultimately, I know I'm fat. And people, when they call you out for being fat or whatever, what do they think? They think that you've only just noticed it. Yeah. I think, personally, that Becky Jones is going to be back. She's not silly. She's worked with brands as well, so excuse me, so she would have made good money out of all of that, definitely. I cannot see her turning her back on that. Excuse me. A proper tickle in my throat. Once people get money, once they're used to getting money, the majority, they find it very hard, very, very difficult to turn their back on it. And usually, in my experience, people want more. It's never really going to be enough. Now, obviously, you do have some people who completely turn their back on it and say, no, I'm not doing that anymore. That's too much for me. It's too much for how I feel about myself, all of that. I mean, I've been through, like, a lot of tough times, but, you know, you just keep going, don't you? Well, you have to. Anyway, I'm coming to an end of this. Goodbye.